Nicole Langle now. Nicole is a real estate agent here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and she has lived and worked in Dubai for a number of years selling real estate. So she has had experience in both Dubai and the United States with transactions. Nicole, thank you for joining us, and how have you found the virtual trade mission so far?
Thanks for having me here today. And I have found it very exciting. I love all the information I'm hearing.
That's great. Nicole, what inspired you to move to Dubai, and how long did you live there for?
Um, so that is a bit of an interesting topic. My reason to move there was why not? I had an opportunity, I took it, and it was a great move for me. I loved it. And I was there for almost 5 years.
Wow. Nicole, what was it like selling real estate in Dubai, and what things can you tell us that buyers need to be aware of whilst doing a transaction in Dubai?
So, real estate in Dubai is very similar to the US. The buyer pays the commissions, so that's something that the buyers that you're working with should know. Um, it moves very fast, but everything is inshallah, in time it will happen. So if you're working with a client, because it's either a lot of condos or the villas are all very similar, people don't really need to see too much to know what they want. So if you have somebody calling you saying, I'd love to purchase a property, you're probably writing up a contract within a day or two. No, none of this waiting for someone to get their finances in order. A lot of people are cash. They do quite a bit of financing there as well. From what I recall, I believe it was a 20% down to finance if you're an expat. It's from my understanding of people who I know who are still there. It is definitely a buyer's market right now. So great opportunity to bring your buyers to get a piece of Dubai for inexpensive.
And how is it different from the US real estate market?
Here, when you have a buyer contact you, they might just be in the beginning stages of their process. And it could be anywhere between 30 days to 3 to 6 months before they're ready to move forward. Whereas in Dubai, typically, if somebody's reaching out to you, they are ready to buy yesterday. Additionally, it's very rarely that they will only a buyer or a seller, unless this has changed. It's very rarely that they will be working with only you. I knew that there were talks of RERA making an exclusive seller contract, and they could only maybe list with 3 agents at the most. But there's going to be a lot of agents that are selling one property. So if it's not a new development that you're looking into, you might have to do a little bit of due diligence to make sure that you're not thinking there's 30 options when really there's 3.
Nicole, what are some things that buyers need to be aware of before purchasing a property in Dubai?
So there are only specific parts of Dubai that expats are allowed to purchase, or foreigners, and they're going to be the freehold areas. The agent that you'll be working with there will definitely be able to guide you as to what are the areas. And for the most part, anything that they're interested in is going to be a freehold anyways. The rentals, if they're purchasing it for a rental, those can sometimes get tricky because rentals are changing a lot right now. Tenants used to pay for their entire year in one check. Because again, the market shifted there a little bit. It's now, I've heard that it's very common to do monthly checks or bi-monthly. The weather in Dubai is pretty great all year round. Ideal for visiting 9 months out of the year. And if you love the heat, anytime during the year is a great time to visit.
Nicole, how have things changed or improved in relationships between Dubai and the United States as far as real estate is concerned?
There's actually recently been a few big changes. One of them being that you you no longer have to have a liquor license if you want to have alcohol. So what that means is before, if you were living there, you legally couldn't have alcohol in your house if you didn't have a liquor license. And technically you shouldn't be drinking if you didn't have a liquor license. They've just changed that. They have also changed, as I said, I believe they've made a lot of changes with the rentals. Another big change is that they have just announced that you do not have to be married to live with a significant other. Whereas before, if you were living with somebody out of wedlock and if the police or the government wanted to arrest you for it, they could have. So they've made that change as well. So they're shifting to more Western cultures in some of their aspects because I feel Dubai understands that it is Westerners or expats, let's say, who are the ones that are coming and living there. I'm not entirely sure if this is the truth or not, but I believe that only about 10 to 15% of the population is actually Emiratis. So they're trying to change what's acceptable there to make it more inviting to people from all over the world.
Nicole, what are the biggest opportunities from your perspective for buying in Dubai right now?
So I think that some of the biggest opportunities, one was I already mentioned that it is a buyer's market. So, if getting invested in Dubai is something that you or anybody is interested in, this is an ideal time to do it. They have pushed back their Expo 2020. I believe it's going to be Expo 2021 now. And the big focus on that is sustainable energy and being more sustainable. And I can say that, that's definitely always been on the top radar of Dubai, is finding ways to protect the environment and really help to maintain or make better what natural resources are there, because it is such a beautiful landscape.
Right. Well, thank you for joining us, Nicole, and thank you for all the great information you've given to us. I hope you enjoy the remainder of the virtual trade mission. And thank you once again, and we will see more of you. Bye for now, for having me.
Perfect. Thanks for having me, and I hope everybody else also enjoys the rest of the conference. And if you ever have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. Thanks. Bye.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's just see if I'm picking it. It's all been perfect. But we'll just... Nicole, what inspired you to move to Dubai, and how long did you live there for? Okay. With me is Nicole Engel, currently a real estate agent in Las Vegas, Nevada. Nicole lived and worked in Dubai selling real estate, so has had the experience of transactions in Dubai and the US. Nicole, thank you for joining us, and how have you found the virtual trade mission so far?